As a tribute stamina put into the horn sounds.
Oh yeah, you
Bill.
have the custom things in this, don't you?
Yeah, I made like 20 or 30, I think.
Good. And do they show up like alongside the normal ones, or do you remove the normal ones?
Yes, they show up alongside the normal ones.
Good.
Yeah. Bill runs into the cornucopia and hides. Leon finds a Mozambique into P2020. Zombie runs away. Clementine runs away.
I'm gonna love this.
Isaac Clarke runs away. Fuse strangles Rick Grimes with a rope. Zombie 2 runs away. Joel finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Zombie 3 and Gary Lane fight for bag. Gary Lane gives up. Alex Mercer grabs a sword. Brooke and Ellie fight for bag. Ellie gives up. Sunset Overdrive person finds a canteen full of water. Dave runs away. Kyle Crane runs away. Jim Pickens grabs a sword. Sandman receives a trident. Ash Williams, Hank, and Boris work together to get as many supplies as possible. Han Solo runs away. Joe Valentine finds a bow.
How is Han Solo in this?
Dark Troopers. It's a
Death
side
I
Troopers.
know
story.
Dark Troopers. I didn't know Han
Death-
Solo was involved with him.
Oh
And
yeah,
it
he
is Dark
was.
Troopers, not Death Troopers. It's the
Oh.
original character design for Death Troopers, but then they decided to make it a different thing.
Yeah. Joel thinks about home. Bill questions his sanity. Leon diverts Boris's attention and runs away. Zombie 3 tries to sleep through the entire day. Clementine steals from Hank when he isn't looking. Jim Pickens receives Ash Williams' wife from an unknown sponsor. Isaac Clarke dissects Sandman for his credit card information. Kyle Crane and Ellie hunt for other tributes. Brooke crawls under a glass bench that Han Solo is sitting on and admires the view.
Who's Rook?
Sunset. Brooke from One Piece.
Oh.
He survived on a zombie island for a while. Sunset Overdrive person begs for Zombie 2 to kill him. He refuses. Joe Valentine discovers a cave. Fuse rewinds the footage too hard and goes back to the womb from which he came. Alex Mercer commits
That's an
vehicular
awesome
homicide
death
on
thing.
Dave. Yeah.
Would it count as vehicular homicide if you throw a car at someone?
Yes.
Then he can do that.
Canon. Rest in peace, Dave, though. Gary Lane crawls under a glass bench that Zombie is sitting on and admires the view.
Zombie?
Yeah, because it's zombie survivors. I just added 3 zombies.
Why?
Because they have to survive the zombies.
I guess, yeah, true.
And also because we just couldn't think of any more people.
Yeah.
Gary Lane dies and then is unwillingly resurrected in the Lazarus pit. Joel and Isaac Clarke talk together.
Does that just
Clementine
mean
sets
it's
up camp for the
nothing?
night.
If
Yeah.
they die and then get resurrected?
Yeah, he didn't die. He's fine. Alex Mercer attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Zombie 3 receives an explosive. Kyle Crane attempts to start a fire. Ash Williams goes to sleep. Zombie 2 cooks food. Hank reads the dictionary until morning. Han Solo passes out from exhaustion. Joe Valentine and Zombie tell each other stories. Bill, Ellie, and Leon sing songs together. Sunset Overdrive person is awoken by nightmares. Boris and Brooke tell stories about themselves. Jim Pickens tends to his wounds. Bill is pricked by thorns. Zombie receives Alex Mercer's wife from an unknown sponsor. Brooke makes a swing shot. Ash Williams makes a wooden spear. Gary Lane picks flowers. Boris sees smoke rising, but decides not to investigate. Isaac Clarke shoots Hank with a bow and arrow, but he ignores the saw blades and runs off. Clementine receives $29 and some loose change from an unknown sponsor. Hey, this is a good team up. Zombie 3, Zombie 2, Leon Kennedy, and Joe Valentine hunt for other tributes. They teamed up with the zombies.
Awesome.
Ellie, Joel,
Stars.
Sunset Overdrive person, Kyle Crane, and Jim Pickens hunt together. Han Solo makes a swing shot.
Yeah, the reason I chose Jim Pickens, by the way, was
Didn't he do like a
in
zombie?
the Road to Canada. He made Jim
Oh.
Pickens one of the characters.
I also thought there was just like a zombie mod in The Sims that he did. That's why I went along with it.
Oh.
Actually,
No.
yeah, Sims 4, but it's a zombie apocalypse. And Jim Pickens. Oh, Jim Pickens became a zombie though, so he didn't survive. But that's fine.
Let's go, Dexter.
Oh
Coming in
yeah,
with
I
the
forgot
final
he
blow.
abducted 2 Santa Clauses and forced them to make babies.
What?
Yeah,
Duplicate.
I need to rewatch this series.
Twice the presents.
Yep. He's also married to the Grim Reaper.
Pause it. I'll be back.
Alright. Santa just bit Santa. Did Jim Pickens survive? I don't know.
Damn you, Kevin.
Yeah, Jim Pickens did survive, so canon.
We're not talking about people who's lived. They just survived. Survived in it. So
Yeah,
Joel.
he survived in it. That's what I meant.
Sure. Ugh. Oh, he chose no one from wherever the hell. That's what they did.
Alright, I'm back.
Nice. Gary Lane goes to sleep. Ellie tries to treat her infection. Leon Kennedy looks at the night sky. Isaac Clarke receives clean water. Sunset Overdrive person, Joel, Zombie 2, Brooke, and Clementine sleep in ships. Zombie sucks the life out of Han Solo with his bare hands. Bill receives a hatchet. Zombie 3 lets Boris
Wait,
into
how
the
is that?
shelter.
What's that? What's that a reference to?
Just sucking the life out of people with your bare hands.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, so also, I don't know if you remember this, Gavin. I do. We had a conversation where we are trying to figure out what the name of that
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
Or like,
yeah, yeah. And
what
then
is
there's like Akinator, and the first question you ask is, or the first question it asks is, does your character suck the life out of people with their bare hands? I remember that.
I fucking love Akinator.
Me too. Alex Mercer kills Ash Williams while he's sleeping. Joe Valentine kills Kyle Crane with a hatchet. Jim Pickens and Hank sleep in shifts. Jim Pickens has plot armor. He's probably going to win. Alex Mercer accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Clementine and Gary Lane work together. Jim Pickens crawls under the glass bench that Boris is sitting on. Ellie kills Joe Valentine for her supplies. Isaac Clarke receives medical supplies. Sunset Overdrive person explores arena. Joel defeats Brooke in a fight but spares his life. Leon Kennedy defeats Zombie in a fight but kind souls him. Hank receives an explosive. Zombie 3 shoots Zombie 2 with a bow and arrow, but he ignores the saw blades. Bill goes hunting. Leon destroys Zombie 3's supplies. Joel tries to treat his infection. Zombie 2 and Gary Lane discuss tributes to life. Ellie stays awake all night. Jim Pickens fends Isaac Clarke, Clementine, and Zombie from his fire. Sunset Overdrive person receives clean water. Boris and Brooke tell each other stories. Hank tends to Bill's wounds. Zombie 3 hears Only You playing on the radio and goes on a homicidal rampage, killing Hank, Sunset Overdrive person, and Clementine. These
Damn.
people cannot survive the zombies. They suck. They haven't even killed one of them. What's wrong with them? Jim Pickens constructs a shack. Isaac Clarke is pricked by thorns. Joel receives an explosive. Ellie receives a hatchet. Brooke goes hunting. Leon falls to his death. Bill and Zombie 2 split up to search resources. Zombie overhears Boris and Gary Lane talking in the distance. Joel passes out from exhaustion. Zombie 3 forces Boris to kill Gary Lane or Zombie 2. He decides to kill Zombie 2. Finally, the first zombie death. Brooke cooks food. Ellie convinces Jim Pickens to snuggle with her. Bill thinks about home. Isaac Clarke cries himself to sleep. Zombie receives a hatchet. Boris cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Brooke sets Bill on fire with a Molotov. Jim Pickens and Ellie work together for the day. Zombie scares off Joel. Zombie 3 receives medical supplies. Isaac Clarke travels to higher ground. Gary Lane doesn't understand the gravity of the situation and falls to his death. Isaac Clarke tries to treat his infection. Brooke and Joel tell each other stories. Zombie tries to sing himself to sleep. Zombie 3 climbs a tree to rest. Ellie goes to sleep. Jim Pickens tries to treat his infection. Alright, so Ellie and Joel are still alive, and then Zombie and Zombie 3 are also still alive. Cornucopia is replenished. Jim Pickens decides not to go to the feast. Ellie decides not to go to the feast. Joel rewinds the footage too much and goes back to the womb from which he came. Isaac Clarke ambushes and kills Brooke, and Zombie 3 kills the zombie for his
Would that be a
supplies.
death one? The
Yeah,
wound
he's
one?
dead. Ellie discovers a river. Zombie 3 explores the arena. Jim Pickens tries to sweep through the entire day. Isaac Clarke receives $29 and some loose change from an unknown sponsor. Zombie
I love
3
just
out.
making my cat beat up these sinners.
Yeah. Zombie 3, Isaac Clarke and Jim Pickens discuss what might happen in the morning. Ellie receives fresh food. Jim Pickens receives $29. Isaac Clarke searches for a water source. Ellie stalks Zombie 3. Jim Pickens plays the violin for Zombie 3. Isaac Clarke kills Ellie while she is sleeping. Jim Pickens dissects Zombie 3 for her credit card information. Isaac Clarke dies from an infection. I knew it. Jim Pickens wins.
Let's
I
go.
had a